Prior to filling out a pre-task plan, someone at some point has envisioned how this work will be completed safely. While that work plan may look very similar, it's done before any boots hit the ground and is called a job hazard analysis. Use it as a resource when completing your PTP. In other words, if a JHA is the football team sitting in a room watching game tape and preparing for next week's game, the PTP is the huddle just before the ball snap. When completing your PTP, you want to include all the details that contribute to how you're going to get that day's work done safely, efficiently, and with quality in mind. Include things like weather and site conditions, hazards in your area created by other trades, and how you protect them from the ones that you create, and any other variable conditions that differ from the JHA plan. Be meticulous when detailing how the work will be conducted safely. The pre-task plan should include enough information that you could pass it off to someone walking down the street. They could read it and know exactly how to do that job, what tools and equipment are needed, what could get them injured, and how to protect themselves and others. If at any point throughout the day that plan changes, document those changes and communicate it to each person that it may impact. Start by capturing details specific to your day's activities. Remember that different locations may pose different hazards and may need a separate plan. You want to include things like housekeeping, material storage and handling, and access and hoisting. Assign people, the method, and the frequency to your housekeeping. Discuss material transport, staging, and distribution. Are you expecting any deliveries, and how will those be offloaded? How do you plan to access the work? Via scaffold, buck hoist, lift, ladder? If materials are being lifted, who's doing so and how? Include any qualified riggers in the methods that will be used. Next, use this section as a checklist to make sure all bases have been covered. We're prepared to do the work safely and compliant. This serves as a reminder of safe work procedures and to capture things that may have been overlooked otherwise. Pay special attention to the following checklist as it includes items like critical lift plan, lockout tagout, and others that may require specific training, special permits, or other special requirements prior to starting the work. Next, list step by step how to complete that task from start to finish. Break it down to physical actions that will take place. Each step of work will pose hazards specific to that step. List those out to the right-hand side of each. Lastly, mitigation measures. What steps are being taken to prevent those hazards from injuring someone? Remember to reference the hierarchy of controls when determining these. When you're done, each job step, hazard, and mitigation should align horizontally. It's important to note that if the task changes or new hazards are introduced, you should stop work, evaluate, communicate it to your team, and make the necessary changes to your pre-task plan. If you really want to get people engaged, leverage technology like HammerTech and use visuals to capture and build upon that process. At the end of the day, it's all about doing safety efficiently, and we hope this guide helps you to do that.